Oh, this is day 4 of Clan War League attacks, and so I'm just gonna walk you through how I'm gonna set this attack up and approach it. First thing I noticed is over here. There's just really good Flame Flinger value. So when I saw this cannon, there's a cannon here, expo here. Otherwise, so like all this stuff right here, right there, it's basically just free value. So we're gonna use a Flame Flinger here, an Archer here to check for Teslas and stuff. That should deal with this whole compartment, and also a little lowercase f for furnace, just to support and clean this stuff up, help set a better funnel. And then after that, we'll let that work for about a minute. EDrags is what I'm going to use, just because they're super fast, and so yeah, we'll use those. And I'm going to put the queen over here, and going to shoot this giant arrow all the way across the base here. And the goal is to knock out these sweepers, this air defense, possibly these two as well if this furnace doesn't get it. And then while we're at it, I'm going to run an earthquake. Bring an earthquake for right here, just so we can knock down those builder huts and they don't start repairing everything. Should help us to get through the core much faster. Yep, and then, so queen's there. Then we're going to run the king right here. Oops, sorry. Let's get back to red, the cool color. King on this mortar here, with the goal of going into this compartment and through here. So king and queen deal with this section. And then I'm going to, use some ice golems just to help keep them alive. Throw a druid in there, just for support behind them, because you got to keep your heroes alive. And then after about a minute, do that at about a minute, and then we're going to run the E-Dragons right after that. And so we're going to use 2 E-Dragons here, just to set a left side funnel, and then we're going to span the 6 other E-Dragons here, supported by the Warden and the Prince. And the Prince has the staff with him. And so those will go back to the red arrow, the cool one. Those are just going to go through this base, up this way. And yeah, that should pretty well be the whole attack. Have rages to support, and then just random cleanup troops. Have the Eternal Tome on the Warden, so I'll use that when I have a lot of damage and the dragons are all clumped up, basically. So yeah, that should be the attack. It should be pretty quick. EDrags have the habit of just flattening bases when they do well, so if you funnel correctly. So yeah, let's get into the attack here and see how it goes. Here's that army I was showing, and I'll post this in the link to this in the comments later. So here we go. So first, the usual, we'll test for Teslas, go here, and then we will also furnace there as well. Okay, and just wait. And then, obviously, if we need, we can totem or something. Yeah, okay, good. No Tesla there. Yeah, so once we get to the, see if there's anything we can early, ooh, yep, those would be nice to have. So yeah, we can give about a minute on this. Let this Flame Flinger work. Yeah. Yeah, so once, honestly, he gets that, that Flame Flinger might actually take out the queen. We're going to king first here. Right there. Oh, we missed the builder huts. That's kind of sad. Okay, I'll save this then. Okay, we're about there. And then we're going to be using totems to support as needed. use that ability real early just so we can get that scatter shot down. Block this here. EDrags. Use Eternal for those. That's a good spot for that. Yeah, so we're gonna have to look back on this one. Obviously, it's a 3-star. Not super happy about how little I have left. Probably could have been better at keeping my king and queen alive. But, you know, Flame Flinger got great value, so you can't be mad when you 3-star. But, yeah, so good start to the ward today. Hey, just kind of to review the attack. I'm okay happy with it. You know, 3 stars are 3 stars. We'll take that any day of the week. Better than a 2 or, you know, forbid a 1 star. But yeah, let's just kind of look at areas in this attack where I wish I could improve. I think first off, I mentioned it actively during the attack, I missed my giant arrow a little bit, so I didn't get these builder huts or the sweeper. Yeah, if you see right there, it came just a little bit too low to get these. I brought a whole earthquake because I wanted to take those out, and so I kind of wasted spell space there. And this sweeper didn't do much because my dragons are coming in from this side over here, so not the end of the world, but you know, it's the little things sometimes that can make or break an attack, so I'd really like to dial that in. One thing that was cool, this queen, you can see later in the attack, actually goes down to this this Flame Flinger. Never does any damage to it. Here's the second part. You'll see these baby dragons. I used 2 of them together, put them right next to each other. That was kind of silly of me because they get double damage if they're separated. So, yeah, I was kind of just wasting. But if you look here, they don't do a good job of setting a funnel here with these other dragons, and it stalls up these other 2 dragons, and the king stays up for a little too long. One thing I should have done, and I honestly just didn't want to, I didn't use Inferno Dragon because I didn't want to have to activate a super troop. That's just me being silly and stuff. But yeah, an Inferno Dragon would have taken care of that very quickly, and the king, and would have really helped to push these 2 dragons likely more into the core to keep everything together, to really get use of a warden ability. And this, I should have done a better job dealing with the bomb hive, maybe investing spells to take that out ahead of time. One other thing, though, is my warden ability. Wish you could rewind these attacks, but let's go back and try again. So you'll see I don't use my warden ability like until really late in the attack, and it was helped, what, 2 EDrags? So I think one of the things is just, you know, having a plan of, okay, I'm going to use it in this area. And I think the reason I didn't is because those EDrags got so spread out. Maybe I should have brought the extra 2 that normally get brought. But yeah, like, you know, right in here, if Warden moves left, that would have been a good spot to keep the prince alive. But, you know, I saved those 2 dragons, which is fine. And, you know, we got a 3-star, so is this, you know, nitpicky? Yeah, but, you know, it's always good to try to get closer to perfection, right? So if it doesn't 3-star in esports, is it really that good of an attack? So, but yeah, so hopefully we can make better adjustments in the future. But yep, once again, thank you for watching.